Welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make these lovely earrings. Here are the materials needed. You can screen grab it so that you don't lose sight of it. These are called the eyelets, earring eyelets. Used to make this when you create the hole for the earring hook. This one is called the earring studs. They are called the earring studs. I'm showing you this just in case you're unable to identify them when you go to the market. These are jump rings. And then for the rest of the material, I think you should be familiar with them. I use these ones for making out shapes and cutting. And then I use my pen and chalk for drawing, my measuring tape, and my metal rule. And then this is chain in case you want to add chain to your earring. And then this is a particular kind of I don't really know the name, but I use this to make hole for my earrings. As you proceed, you get to understand better. That's beading plier, fabric, hook, scissors. Okay, this is a hard board. There are two types of it: stick one, and then one is a little bit lighter, and then it's called the chip board. The front part is really wide. Let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to just use the shape I have to make the shape I want, right? So I'm using this to get a circle, a big size circle. I usually use that particular object to get like 3 different sizes of the round circle. Then for my ruler, I use it to get a square shape. And then I use this. I got this from my cutting board. I bought this cutting board, and then the shape was in love, so I use that to get a love shape. Although there are other ways to still get your love shape, but this is the one I use for this particular kind of love shape. So I'll just continue to go ahead and cut out my patterns, and then just go ahead and cut out my patterns, and then we get to work. Okay, so when that is done, you have a total of 4: 2 of the chip board, 2 of the hard board. Let's continue. Alright, so you take your glue gun and apply generously on the one part of the hard board. Now I always ensure that I watch out for patterns. I want this to have a particular pattern, right? So I'm going to just place it there on the pattern I want, and then you just go ahead and cut the excess fabric, leaving a little space that you used to fold in. Now this part is very important. Pay attention to it, please. You leave a little space, and then you use your scissors to make mark like I'm doing, and then I go ahead again and apply some gum at the edge of the hardboard. Apply some gum at the edge of the hardboard, and then I just go ahead and it makes it easier for me to get neat edges. When you're cutting your fabric, please ensure that you don't cut deep into it so that it doesn't have this tear. Just lightly, just cut it lightly. You're not getting to the end of the fabric, or I don't know if you get my point, but don't cut it so deep so that you don't have this tear popping out when you are done folding. So when you are done folding, you have something like this. I'll go ahead and repeat it for the other one. Okay, this is okay. Before I get to that part, for the chip board, I'll first of all check if it corresponds with the hardboard, and then if it doesn't, I'll just go ahead and reduce or remove any excess. I don't want it to be overlapping. I don't want it to be too big or bigger than the hardboard. And then I'll repeat the same thing I have cut already. I'll go ahead and apply some gum, get my pattern, cut it out, make the mark, and just fold in. And we're almost halfway through with making this earring. It's very easy. Alright, so I'm done with wrapping the both of them for the chipboard and then the hardboard, and then you just proceed with pairing them, the chipboard to the hardboard, and then the now one chipboard to the hardboard. And the next phase is to apply some gum. I'm sorry this isn't showing properly, I didn't even notice. Okay, so just go ahead and apply some gum to the edge of your shape and at the middle too, so that it holds. Now when you're applying your gum, please ensure that you don't overspill it, and at the same time ensure that you apply enough don't overspill, but apply enough so that it holds. You don't have to, not when someone gets wet, it's going to be pulling off on their ears or in their hand, right? So apply gum. When you are done with that, allow it to dry a little, just a little. Whole gums dry very fast, so just allow it to dry a little, and then you go ahead and clip them down using your hand the way I'm doing. Go ahead and just mesh them together like this. Ensure that the edges are properly and tightly covered, just the way you have it here. So when this is done, I'll be showing you what else to do. Okay, so at this next part of the video, I'll be showing you how to apply your earring hook to the earrings. First, let me show you. There are two patterns here. I use two patterns. The one I do with using this poker, this abuki needle, or the one you do with that machine. I actually prefer the abuki needle. Reason being that when I make my hole, it's this easy. Just try to make a hole with anything that you have that is sharp. And then you just go ahead and use your beading plier to open your jump ring, attach it there, attach your hook, and you are done. Like, this is all. The reason why I don't prefer this one is because I have observed that the eyelets usually rust very fast, especially when it's in a damp place or in a cold place. It usually gets rust on time, so it begins to make the work look old after a while. So I don't know, whether you prefer to use is fine. Then this is what I used to make the hole for the eyelet. This machine, you just fix it there, clip it down, and then puncture it. When that is done, you attach your eyelet and use the other part. Notice what I'm doing. Use the other part and just clip it down. You have your eyelet hook, and then you go ahead and use the beading plier or even your hand to open the jump ring. Attach your earring hook, and then you're done. Now the chain is optional. You can attach the chain if you want it to be lengthy and dangling on the person's ear, dropping down, or you can just leave it directly with the earring hook, right? We've come to the end of this tutorial. I really hope it's easy for you to understand. I really hope you enjoy it. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me. You can use the comment section, or you can just send me a DM. Feel free to ask me. Thank you very much. Thank you, and bye.